much. Jonathan Dienst is the chief investigative reporter for WNBC here in New York. Jonathan, good to see you. Why are officials so convinced so early that this guy acted alone?
The best information is because they've spoken with him in the hospital. He is boasting, apparently, from his bedside about his activities. Everything that they've detected so far on his social media, they've found that he has gone online and visited ISIS-related websites. So every indication so far is that he has acted alone. Of course, they're going to run down everything else to make sure that he had no financial help, he had no supporters. This isn't part of a larger cell. But less than a day into this, they are reasonably confident that he is a lone wolf. And over the last overnight hours, they're increasingly confident that it's a lone actor.
You say he's boasting about this. They did speak to him in the hospital. Apparently, he is proud of what he did on that bike path. You talking about his friends, his family. They're talking to his wife right now. Have they learned anything from her yet?
I don't know what. I know that she has been met by FBI and police officials in Paterson, New Jersey. I don't know what she is telling them, whether she had any knowledge of his plan or how long this plan was in the works. Remember, a lone actor. He came to this country 7 years ago, traveled from Ohio to Florida. Jess has been in Paterson only since January, it appears. So he hasn't been here very long, working as an Uber driver. They know that he drove over the George Washington Bridge at about 2 o'clock after he rented that truck, drove down the West Side Highway, and carried out the attack just an hour later.
And they know through various means that he had been in that area many times in the past. Are they suspecting that is because of his work as an Uber driver, or perhaps that he was casing this location?
It's very much part of the investigation. They want to know, did he do test runs? They're concerned he did test runs. How did he know how to hit that site? But again, because he worked as an Uber driver, they also know it's possible he went down the West Side Highway to that area many times in the past as well. What they do know, he knew that area.
It doesn't seem he had any kind of escape plan. He had a pellet gun, he had a paintball gun, he had a knife in the truck. He left that note behind that we talked about. Was this a suicide mission that didn't end the way he thought it was going to end?
I would believe that's probably a very good summary of exactly what was going to take place. He was going there to kill and possibly to be killed.
Jonathan Dienst of WNBC. Jonathan, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.